anniversary, I thought this was a rom-com. This is a political horror film. From the trailer, I thought it was going to be like The Family Stone. Remember Diane Keaton, Sarah Jessica Parker? They were at odds because Diane Keaton didn't want Sarah Jessica Parker to marry her son. That's a rom-com that I thought this was like. Even the title anniversary is misleading going in. It makes sense when you see the movie, if you even see it. This movie is a head scratcher. I was at the edge of my seat. My jaw was on the floor. My eyes were popping out of my head. Like, this is really wild. All right, let me break it down without spoiling it. But let me first say, this is how I experienced the movie. You might see it differently. So, Diane Lane, Kyle Chandler, they're married. They have a nuclear family. Diane Lane is a professor at Georgetown. Years ago, she had a student played by Phoebe Dynevor who was a conservative with some wild conspiracy theories and political ideology that didn't gel well with Diane Lane, her as a professor. Just so happens that when we meet her, she is the love interest of Diane Lane's son, Dylan O'Brien. And now Diane Lane tries to warn Dylan that he needs to steer clear, but he falls in love. They end up getting engaged and married. I couldn't help but think that this was Charlie and Erica Kirk. That's what it was given off. Maybe they meant for it to be something else, but I couldn't unsee Charlie and Erica. And Turning Point USA. So Phoebe Dynevor works for this corporation, the foundation now of this conservative movement where they're going to eradicate all political parties and there be an autocracy under one political system. And so Phoebe is installed in this family, and there are a lot of people planted around the country in different families to infiltrate them, to convert liberal minds, especially those who are like political figures, because not only is Diane Lane a Georgetown professor, but she also is on like cable news with her positions. And so these installations are to change the political ideology of liberals. If they don't acquiesce, then the infiltration is to get like the sons and daughters of the family and to like build a family within this nuclear family and change the whole system. And let me tell you, each year or anniversary, it gets worse, or if you like this kind of thing, it gets better until everyone in the country acquiesces to this political ideology until there's one system. It's a wild ride. It's very creative and it's different than anything I've seen. Because like I said, this is like a political satire and horror film. But it seems like it's probable. It really did seem probable. Like it seems wild and outlandish in one respect, and then it doesn't. It's interesting. I think the performances were outstanding. Let me tell you, the casting in this film is really good. They had some really good chemistry. Like, I believed everyone in their roles. Everyone was convincing in their roles. McKenna Grace is in it. Zoe Dutch is in it. They were very convincing. At any rate, listen. It ain't for everybody. I can tell you that right now. This is not for everyone because some people will be offended. I'll tell you, there was this older white lady who was sitting kind of behind me. So I think she was in C row. I was in A row. She was in C row. And after the movie, she was like, "What was that?" And I said, "You might not have seen it this way, ma'am, but I thought they were talking about Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk." And she was surprised because this probably isn't how she experienced it. That's what I'm saying. This is how I experienced it. You might experience it a lot differently because this lady was still, she was like kind of confused. At any rate, listen, experience it for yourself. And please tell me if I'm way off. Anniversary is wide in theaters now. If you're going to see it on a bigger screen you can find this weekend.